sklearnutilsmulticlassismultilabel. Description: the is_multilabel function from scikit-learn's multiclass module is a utility function used to determine if a dataset is multilabel. In multilabel classification, each sample can be assigned to multiple labels simultaneously. This function helps in identifying if the dataset structure aligns with this type of classification. Inputs. Why? This is the input array or data structure containing the target labels. It can be a NumPy array, pandas data frame, or any other structure that can be interpreted as a collection of labels. Outputs. Bool. The output is a Boolean value. It returns true if the dataset is multilabel, indicating that each sample can have multiple labels. Otherwise, it returns false, signifying that each sample can have only one label. Steps. Analyze data structure. The function examines the input data structure, Y, to determine if it represents a multilabel dataset. It looks for characteristics like the presence of multiple labels per sample or data structures that allow for multiple labels per data point. Metrics. None. This function doesn't involve any specific metrics for evaluation, as it simply checks for a specific characteristic in the dataset. Visualization plots. None. This function doesn't involve any visualizations. Fine-tune parameters. None. This function doesn't have any parameters to fine-tune. Uncertainty methods. None. This function is for data structure analysis and does not deal with uncertainty. Challenges and fixes. Challenge 1. Data structure compatibility. The function might encounter challenges when dealing with data structures that are not readily interpreted as representing multilabel datasets. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 1: a dataset where labels are stored as a single string, like label 1, label 2, might not be recognized as multilabel by the function. Fixes to challenge 1: pre-processing the data to explicitly convert the labels into a format that the function can interpret as multilabel. This could involve splitting the string into a list or using a data structure that represents multiple labels per sample. Challenge 2: data type mismatch. If the input data structure contains elements of different data types, the function might not be able to correctly identify if the dataset is multilabel. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 2: a dataset with labels stored as strings and numeric values might lead to confusion for the function. Fixes to challenge 2: ensure that the data type of the input labels is consistent. If the labels are stored as a mixture of data types, convert them to a single type, such as strings or numbers.